My time in Paragould has about come to an end. I'm leaving in the morning. It has been a very good and interesting time here. I've taken some pictures downtown. I've done a little walking around, and I kept driving by this building, not really knowing what it was, but it wasn't near anywhere that I wanted to take a walk for photography. So today I came back and found out that this is the Chamber of Commerce building with um, a clock tower that has been placed on top and a very nice war memorial over by the main street. So I just took a little walk around to see, what the building was like and what was here before I sat down to give some final thoughts. My first inclination was to take the camera to the get together after my uncle's remembrance service back at the Juniper Tree Meadery and maybe video some people there from the family talking about their favorite memories of Giles. That he was called by most people Guy, but I never learned to call him that. He was always Giles to me. And then the more I thought about it, the more I thought that's really an invasion of privacy. That event is not about me at all. It's not about this channel. It's a time for the family to be together, and we spent a couple of hours there sharing stories. And I met up with cousins that I haven't seen in, I don't know, 20, 25 years, maybe 15, 20 years. Got to see. I love this bee. It's probably feeling the sweat on my arm here. And we got to sort of share our favorite memories of Giles together. It's a very cathartic time, a very at ease time. There was not a lot of weeping and wailing. It was all laughter and the kinds of things you do after a funeral when the family needs to sort of release that energy. Um, And I really liked, and it's prompting some thoughts in my head for a blog post. But my cousin Lynn, he's Giles Lynn Childers Jr., but he just goes by Lynn. He was the first to speak. He and his brother Jared gave some thoughts about their dad, which were just remarkable. These two young men, fantastic human beings, and a great testament to their dad. But he talked about the fact that his dad wasn't perfect, even though as sons, especially with my dad, we tend to lean toward the perfection side. But his dad wasn't perfect. He made some mistakes in his life. But the statement that he made that really resonated with me was he ended well. The end of his life ended well. And that's really just sort of bouncing around inside my head. I hope that my kids can say that when I'm gone. I certainly was able to say that about my dad. Because there is no greater tribute, I don't think, than for a child to acknowledge that their parent ended well. It was a great time. And I'm really glad that you got to come along for part of it. And then tomorrow we're going to go down through Wynn and look around where I graduated high school before I head home. It's been a nice trip. Right now the wind is so strong it's probably tearing up all the audio of this video. I don't care. We'll see you tomorrow.